Anyway, all the way down at the bottom, and there's, proper clothes, hats can't be worn inside. Kids have to have indoor and outdoor shoes. But at the very bottom it says, entirely colored hair, as in blue or pink, etc., and haircuts like mohawks or cymbals shaved into the head are not acceptable. In these cases, parents will be contacted to remedy the situation.
Right. So mohawk haircut is not defined here, for one thing.
Oh, no, it says it right there. It
says mohawk, but people would interpret it. You can interpret mohawks a different way.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Like, to me, a full-blown mohawk
shaved on the
is
sides.
shaved all over and spiked up in the middle. If your hair is slightly longer in the middle than it is in the rest of your hair, or if your hair is all the same length on the top, but it's just kind of shoved into the center, is that still a mohawk? There's a reason why they call it a faux hawk, because by virtue of the fact that it isn't a mohawk.
Yeah. And what's the problem with having colored hair? What's the problem if a kid wants to have orange-colored hair or pink-colored hair? Isn't that fun? I don't know. I think that would be fun for some kids.
Well, and some kids do it for, for special reasons or, to support a certain cause. I know there was I think it was in support of breast cancer, the hair massacre, where you dye your hair pink, and then up to a certain point, and then it all gets shaved off.
Right.
These kinds of things. Schools really want to quash that again. So 8-year-olds are not dyeing their hair blue. 8-year-olds are not styling their hair into mohawks on their own. If an 8-year-old has pink hair or a mohawk, the parents have consented to this. The parents have taken the kid to the barber and said, "Give my kid a mohawk." So take it up with the parent, not the kid.
All right, let's get to the phones here. Hi, Carrie. Thanks for the phone call.
Yeah, just phoned in about the hair thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Funny. I got 3 kids. My middle boy, he likes to wear his hair long. He's into the boarding scene. And he wears all the boarding attire as well with, symbols and everything from the skateboard system.
Yeah.
But last year in the school system, a teacher took exception to this. He's in the Catholic system. And I labeled him a Satanist. And actually had the principal address it and wanted him removed from the Catholic school system because she thought he was a practicing Satanist.
Oh, my God.
Oh, wow.
So we had to go in, and we actually had to go in and debate this and fight this, and he took a 2-day suspension over this.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh my
really?
God.
You got to call us next time that happens.
Yeah, they kind of go out there on the limb sometimes.
Well, no doubt. Hey, listen, I don't know why the fight against skateboarders persists today. I would like to think that that when they got their own Olympics, that they would have been accepted into the rest of society as well. But who knows? Maybe we need the Pope to be given a skateboard as a gift on his USA mission, Rob, and then those kids will finally be liberated in the Catholic schools.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for the call, Kerry. Really appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Take care.
Yeah. That's a rough one. I went to Catholic school. I never really ran afoul of the rules. I was a bit of a square, but I do remember skateboards are not allowed on the property. I was like, why? It's a piece of wood with some wheels on the bottom of it. It's a vehicle that kids are taking to class.
Yeah, if you're doing it for safety reasons, that's one thing. But there just seemed to be such a negative association with skateboarders and that crowd and those slackers and the troublemakers, that kind of thing.
Hey, John, thanks for phoning.
Hey.
Go ahead. You're on the air.
Oh, well, I totally agree with having these rules and uniforms, hairstyles, all that kind of stuff, especially when it comes to, educational institutions. Kids running around, I don't think, because you have long hair, you're into Satanism. That's utterly ridiculous. But don't forget, we are just dealing with human beings, and we used to, torch witches and drown them as well. So,
Yeah.
we're only as smart as our own society really behaves in that time period. So when these people start saying, oh, this and all that, they're I don't know, demonizing this or demonizing that, that's ridiculous. But there is a sort of a standard that should be met.
What should it be, though? What should the standard be, John?
Well, that would be up to a committee to sit down and say, okay, what is honestly reasonable? Now, when you're talking a faux hawk, what you're doing is you're really kind of pushing that boundary of a mohawk. You could shave your hair down to only stubble or,
this kid's
or
hair was
higher than stubble and still have a mohawk. So it's not just a shaved head on the side with a mohawk and 10 feet of hair sticking straight up, which I find is ridiculous because it would look stupid on me. But other people, it's totally fine and it looks great on them. And I think I've seen pictures and that looks cool.
Roger Kincaid and Rob Breckenridge.